Hi, I'm Candy Barmetta, and today I'm going to show you my Tableau 2 project. I had a really great time learning about Tableau. It really helps businesses gather a lot of data, and they're able to visualize it and make it more simple for anyone they're presenting to, and easier to convince, in my opinion, because you see a lot of visuals and actual hard fact data, and each one is able to show a more simplified version why this is working and what's not working. So for my first sheet, I created a profit/sales map, and I was able to figure out the sales, profit margin, profit, and which year it's 2017 versus 2018, and which state had the highest profit/sales map. So if you look over to your right, I just created a label that allowed me, so if I move it all the way, I see that California had the highest sales/profit, which doesn't surprise me. There's a lot of people in California. And then if I move it over here, you're able to just see the same thing, the highest and lowest profit/sales margin. So I felt this map was a great visualization for any company to just see which states are getting a profit off of the books that they are selling, and you're able to target a specific group of people, like depending on which state. So like I said, California had a lot more people, so it's pretty evident that they're going to have a lot more sales/profit margin. So for my next sheet, I analyze book titles and sales. So for this one, like I said, there are 3 major publishing companies that we worked with in this data. They were, they were the HarperCollins, Macmillan, and Random Penguins Publishing. And let me move myself. So I created a label that was right here for publishing. So say I wanted to just look at HarperCollins Publishing. I don't know why I won't let me click right now, but basically, oh, here we go. So it kind of dims out all the other ones, the 2 other publishing companies, and it mainly focuses on HarperCollins Publishing and which books had the highest sales. So Main Street and Nostromo, I guess I said that right, had these were their sales date for 2017 versus 2018, and for this one you're able to see that in the year 2018 they had higher sales. And then to your left you see which book was being sold, how much it was being sold, and this was the sales. So just depending on what, I color coded it, so depending on which publishing company also has which book title, and then also you're able to see which state had the highest or lowest, and you're able to filter all those out. So I thought a bar graph was a great representation because you're able to see kind of like a high and low, which states are working, which books are selling, which ones aren't. And then for my third sheet, I created a pie chart. So let me move myself down. I thought this was more of a profit/pie chart, so you're able to see the sales date, and you're able to see from 2017 to 2018 which worked and which didn't, depending on which publisher. So the 3 publishing companies right here, and you can see their numbers. You're able to see which book, the publisher, the year of sales date, their profit margin, and how much they actually profited off that certain book. So I liked a pie chart because it actually shows percentages, and you're able to see in 2017 versus 2018, did the percentage go up, did the percentage go down. Very beneficial to anyone you're presenting with any type of data. They want to see the high and low, what they can work with and what's not working, what is working. So for my regional sales, this is my 4th sheet I created, and I thought regional sales was extremely beneficial because you have your central, east, south, and west, and I mainly focused my sales data on east and west because you get like all the eastern states with a lot of people, and then all the western states with a lot of people as well. And here you're able to see in 2017 versus 2018, which book, how much that book was actually sold for, and which state had a specific number, and so which region you want to look at, east, west, you can look at all of them if you want. And over here you can see which book titles. Say you just want to look at A Farewell to Arms, and then for the state you want to see which state, let's say we'll look at Florida state. One second. Let's go all, yeah, look at that, and then you're able to just kind of hone in and see which one, which state had what profit depending on what year, 2017 versus 2018, and which region they are in. So I'm going to go back to get all the book titles, and I also color coded this as well, so it'd be easier for anyone you're showing. Color coding really helps. For my dashboard, right here, so I just did the publisher in 3 different color groups: HarperCollins, Macmillan's, and Random Penguins, with the book titles and sales. You're able to see that here. And then your regional sales, and then the map of your profit sales. It shows California being the highest, North Dakota area, South Dakota, having the lowest, somewhere in there. And then for my story 1, sorry, this isn't all loading. Okay, so I said for my story 1, this map represents profit and sales for the year 2017, 2018. And your book titles, the sheet establishes what publisher and state received the highest sales. The year of 2018 proved more book sales, and I did do it in alphabetical order with sales going from descending to ascending order. So that can also help anyone you're showing when using Tableau. Like, okay, you could say, okay, in 2017, Invisible Man had lower sales, but in 2018, it skyrocketed. And it's color coded, and then when you look at your profit, I really enjoy pie charts because of the percentages. It's an easy, like, okay, what's working and what's not. And then regional sales, this one could be up in the air depending on what your preference is, but I focused more on east and west regional sales. And then dashboard. And then your dashboard, these, I feel like the most important were profit and sales for the publishing companies, and which ones had the highest and lowest as well. So I thought mine was pretty easy to read. You're able to navigate. You're able to filter out certain, like say if you wanted to focus on a certain state, you're able to just focus on those numbers and which publishing company / book titles / year / profit sales had the highest or lowest. So Tableau definitely helps with businesses making a decision at the end of the day. I think data gives hard facts. You can't lie on data. Data shows what drives revenue, so it's important to know what your data is, what you're representing, and how you want to represent that to your audience. One recommendation I said for this data was to kind of focus more on regional sales. I guess I wasn't used to like having so much data, but I think focusing on either like the east side or the west side of your publisher, you're able to see which books are selling and which ones are not, and then you can save money on which ones are selling and aren't selling. All right, thank you.